Hello, Mr. Renaga's math class. All right, so we're going to review how to draw scale copies of B and C because those ones were the more challenging ones, okay? Let's start with B. Problem number 1 says to draw a scale copy of figure A or B, and we have to use a scale factor 3. So what I would recommend, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, is label your side. So this has a measurement of 1. That's a measurement of 3. On this side, you have a measurement of 2. The height is 3. And of course, we're going 2 across to go from one side to the other. From one side to the other there. And also, to go from the top to the bottom, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces from top to bottom. All right, so for each side, we got to multiply everything times 3. So 1 times 3 is going to give me 3 for my base. That means that for this measurement right there, measuring 3. Okay, since my height was 3 tall, that means that I'm going to go 3 times 3, which is 9. So it's 3, 6, 9. Okay, now it's 2 across to get from one side to the other. To get from one side to the other right there, it's 2 across. So that means I'm going to multiply 2 times 3, and that's going to give me a space of 6 across. And then the height from the top to the bottom was 4 spaces. We said it was 4 spaces, so 4 times 3 is going to give me a height of 12 from top to bottom. So that's going to be 12, which is going to be down here. Okay? So I'm going 6 across and 12 down. All right, now my height on this side is 3, so that means 3 times 3 is going to give me a height of 9, so I'm going to go up 9 spaces. And another thing to point out is to go from the top right there to this little mark right there, that's only a difference of 1 square. So 1 times 3 means that the difference of the height on the scale drawing should be 1 times 3, which is going to be 3. And as you can see, it is. All right, last one, 2 times 3 is 6, so we're going to go 6 across. And that is how you mark these. Okay, guys, let's talk about part C. We're going to do that quickly. The first thing I'm going to say is we need to label every single side. So once you label every single side, we're going to use a scale factor for figure C. That's a new scale factor of 1/2. So you can multiply all those by 1/2, which is the same thing as dividing it by 2. So everything divided by 2 is going to be for the drawing. Right, so 7 divided by 2 is equal to 3.5. So it's 3.5 spaces tall. And then 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. So it's going to be 1 across. Notice it's a half a square up, but we're still going 1 across. And then for the next one, we have 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. So following our picture, we're going to go 2 down. So I went down 1 space. So from the half to the half, that's 1 hole. And from this half to this half right there, that's 2 hole. So I went down 2 spaces. All right, let's do one more in detail, and then we'll just give you the rest of the picture. So we're going to go 3 sideways. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. So we're going to go 1.5 spaces to the side. There you go. You can see it's 1.5 space to the side. And everything is just being divided by 2. So we'll finish it up. And there you go. So you have your 3.5. You have your 1 hole. You have your 2. This is 1.5. 1 hole. 1/2. 2.5, because originally it was 5, and originally the base was 6, so the new drawing is 3.